doesn't even make sense why I think about you.
Hello and a warm welcome to Conny Decorates today. And?
This time, Micha is joining us.
Exactly. Today he's filming us from above with his drone. And I hope you were able to see us, or me, and this wonderful, naturally set table. That is our topic today. Here with us in the back, I'd say behind the garden by the field. And we thought we'd do a little summer theme for you. Completely natural, very simple, and really inexpensive. Dear friends, if you want to know how this table decoration works, stay tuned because we're going to show you now. And I'd say, Micha, let's load up our handcart. And what else are we bringing along? Of course, our table and our chairs, which we usually keep under the terrace roof. And right here next to me, we have the things we're going to take with us now. I've cut a few things. These are from the rhododendron. Then I cut some from the hostas and from the clematis. And here I also have a few small succulents. We need water. Nice plates and cutlery, napkins, a small tablecloth, and stones, as well as a few seashells, and an old bird bath that we had already planted once. And I would say, I'll set up the handcart. We'll pack everything in there and head to our wonderful field behind our garden where the daisies are blooming especially tall right now. And I would say, Micha, let's just fill this up first.
Let's do it.
Good. I have to laugh right now. Micha says all 3 grandchildren would fit in there. But honestly, I would say you could even fit 5 grandchildren in there if they're small. Of course, if they're big, they won't fit anymore. So I've put a little blanket in here first so we can pack all our other things in nicely. And look, I completely forgot to mention, I also have these little tea light holders, which I thought were really lovely. I found a glass one in the basement. And I'll take those with me too. And I'd say, now let's just pack everything in here.
It was only one night, only that time, and it's not my style to be caught up in the middle like this. 'Cause now I dream about you. I was probably too drunk, it's blurry, but I've got
Beautiful weather, isn't it?
Wonderful.
Look, and here you can already see we have our ancient grain field right behind our garden. Look how beautiful it is. And over there, that's where we're going now. Or let's just walk over there, right?
the image of you running circles in my mind right now. And it could fade away, but it probably won't, and I should let it be. But I'm gonna dive into you and make
How quick that was, right?
So quick.
Just around the corner. I think a lot of people already know this. Over here on the right where the big poplar is, that's actually our property. That means back there is our garden, our cozy corner, also for the cats. And this is basically the view from the cozy corner at the back looking out onto the ancient grain field. And right here by the daisies, we said we'd put a beautiful table here. A quick and simple decoration idea for the set table. Because today we're actually having visitors, a wonderful couple. They're subscribers who are coming from quite far away. We've invited them today, and the table decoration, the idea we're doing right now, will be taken over there this evening, or rather set up in our garden today. And I'd say, I'll go get the things. I'll go get the handcart for a moment. It's a bit windy up here, but I think it'll be fine. Right, Micha? And I'd say, I'll start bringing out the furniture, and we'll all do the table decoration together now. Look, I have this beautiful table runner here, the same kind we actually have in the dining room in several colors. And it goes really well here with the seat cushions and this wood. But today I want to decorate our bird bath in a very unusual way. As I said, you already know it, and it's going to go right here. Our table in the garden is much bigger, significantly larger than this one. And it's more of an anthracite color, so with a dark glass top. I think it fits perfectly. But even with this natural wood, you can use this decoration beautifully, and I'll go get the bird bath first. This is our centerpiece here. This is the bird bath. I'll go ahead and put it on the table now, and I'm going to set the table as if you and I, Micha, are sitting here on the right and left, enjoying a nice glass of sparkling wine later, really sitting here by the field and admiring this wonderful decoration. And the bird bath goes in the middle, and now I'll get the other things.
아주 우연히 듣게 된 그 노래 나도 모르게 숨죽여.
I have here the binding wire. This is the regular kind, the one that also rusts. And now I'm just going to take a piece of it. And last year in the summer, we made this kind of decoration with ivy. And now, as I said, at the end, I just scrunch it together and first, very roughly, make a ball out of it. I'll just show it like this for a moment. I think it's really cute. And now I roughly estimate the length of the table, or however long I want the decoration to be. And now I'm going to use my cutter to cut the wire. And now I take my leaves. I've just placed a few leaves everywhere. And now I go in here at one side of the leaf, just bend it and thread it through here. And I'll keep doing that until I have a small garland. You can also use flower-shaped cutters, which look really beautiful too. But for now, I'm just using the leaves from the camellia. This is cherry laurel. Oh, I just realized it's not camellia at all. It's the cherry laurel that I had cut. And as I said, I'm just going to attach these leaves to my garland for now. But as I said, you can use ivy, rhododendron then, here, like I have from the camellia. And I think I'll show you the leaf. Again, real quick so you can get an idea. Because later you can really shape it however you like. And I think it looks really nice. That loosens everything up. If you just stick these leaves in between here, you get a bit more variety in this natural, well, let's say table garland. You can also add small seashells if you want to make it really maritime. That's always very nice too.
Maybe I'll drown, but what can I do? And it would be alright to let me down. Rather we try.
It's a bit more difficult here because it's really windy, right, Micha?
Yeah.
That's why I won't make this one quite as long here. I'm going to use the side cutters again to cut the wire, and then very carefully form a tiny little ball at the end here as well. And yeah, the table isn't that big here, so that's where I'll start. Sometimes they slipped out here, but that's not a problem. Now you can arrange the leaves here into shape. And it's actually quite good if you alternate them like this, because then you have a bit more leeway here. And now I'm just going to twist this into shape again. I'm not going to use a shell here because I actually wanted to decorate with a few stones, and I'll just add them in from time to time. Look how windy it is. You can hardly see it. Just place a few stones into the decoration. At the end here, I can of course use them perfectly as weights, especially with all this wind. And yes, look, with this stone bird bath, you basically have the same theme again. And yes, I'm just going to place them in here again, just like that. And I'll do the same here. I'll take the large leaves now and just see how they fit in best. I'm also going to carefully place a large stone in here now. And I'll see if maybe here I can even, no, I'll use a bigger leaf here as well. I'll place it on here and maybe even here again. I'll go get some scissors. The leaves are more flexible if you cut off the stem. And that's exactly what I'm going to do now. I'll place them in nicely. And here too, I'll cut off the stems at the end. Of course, you can leave them on. And I think I'll grab one more leaf. I'll place that in here as well. And now I also have this big stone. Look, this is the color theme here, this gray anthracite. I think it looks really beautiful with this natural green. And what I now have two glass tea light holders. I really love glass. I'm going to get them again with floating candles and water. These are both tea light holders. I think they're really nice if we can get them in the middle here. And now I'm going to put just a little bit of water in here for our floating candles, and then the floating candles will go in. Look, and Micha knows that. Do you like it? Yeah? Look, then we can use this as a wonderful table decoration tonight. And now I want to, and I'm not sure yet if I'll take another stone here. And I'm going to very carefully put some water on our leaves in the middle. Look how beautiful that is. So we have the water theme here in the bowl with the stones and the leaves. It's like a little stream, isn't it?
Yes.
And in the middle, we'll have the light tonight. And I think, and I hope, that everyone will like it this evening. And of course, we can't forget the dishes, and we can't forget the cutlery. And here I'm going to bring out the black plates. I think they're really cool because they also have this, grain, this pattern in the plate. I think they're absolutely great. They also fit this stone theme. And of course, black cutlery as well. I almost forgot what else I have. The little succulents. And I actually had the idea that I'd like to incorporate them into the garland tonight as well. And here I'm going to take them out of the pot. I hope you can see this. I'm carefully removing the soil first, and now I'm just going to place them in between the garland. Afterwards, of course, they'll find a wonderful spot in our home again. But for now, they'll stay here and become part of today's table decoration. And the white napkins go really well, of course, since we also have the white candles here. And since this is all pretty rustic, I'm just going to tie a knot here and place it on the plate and like this. It's actually quite practical, especially with this wind. And the other two succulents, I'll put them here in the middle on the plate. I think it looks really beautiful. Afterwards, of course, you can wipe it off again if needed. So I think otherwise I'll just rinse them off. We're outside right now, so I can't do that here. And afterwards, you can easily put them in a glass of water so they can grow roots, or just place them on moss or in soil. Don't water them for a long time. And I'd say after about 2 weeks, little roots will start to grow and they'll be able to thrive again. That's really my thing, table decorations, right? I love them. You too, Micha, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I really like it too. And now, we don't have that much space here, Mom, but that doesn't bother us at all. Even on the smallest table, you can create a wonderful, natural, beautiful table decoration. And what's always really important to us is that it's affordable and something everyone can manage. So these candles fit in perfectly here, of course. These will also be lit tonight, and I'll just place them here next to the bird bath. Of course, you can use any taper candles you have. I thought these matched perfectly with the plates. I picked these up and now I'll just set them up here like this. And of course, I asked our neighbors beforehand. I stopped by and said, hey, can I film at your place? And may I take 3 or 4 blossoms? Because they spread everywhere anyway. But if I had picked them earlier, they wouldn't have looked as nice anymore. That's why we can carefully pick just what we need for today. You can place 3 or 4 blossoms here. Look, just lay them in beautifully and just a little bit. You don't have to, but I think it really fits with our field here. And then you can also put 2 more on the napkin as long as they stay put with the wind. And the table is set, Micha. We did it. We're having guests over tonight, and we've already got a bit done. Tonight, this will be expanded a bit onto the big table. And of course, we really hope that we were able to inspire you with this natural summer theme or table theme, summer table decoration. Dear ones, you can always find the decorative items on our website. You'll find the link below in the bio, in the video description. And there you'll always find the articles bookmark or the link to the respective items. And in any case, I have to say, I'm really thrilled with the handcart, to be completely honest. We wished for it, and upon request, I actually got a 25% discount code, and we've included it right below here in the video description. That's how we do it. Right, Micha?
Yes.
Exactly. So, super sturdy, easy to fold up, just a quick move and it's done. And honestly, I have to say, really top notch. So dear ones, it was a real pleasure for us. We'd really appreciate a thumbs up and a comment. You know it, and I really hope we'll keep seeing each other this summer, right, Micha? We'll keep doing some little summer decorations. So until then, I hug you. Stay healthy. Yours, Conny, and
Yours, Micha, your cameraman.
exactly, in the wind and in the sun. See you then. Bye.
Bye.
Then let these feelings slide. So I'm gonna dive into you.
It doesn't even make sense why we try to fight it. Every time that we touch, the room caught on fire. We could blame it on the wine, but we know that we will both be lying. I wish I didn't want you.